In this tutorial in Microsoft Publisher, I'd like to show you how to add some really nice features to your document and save time in doing so. We're going to use a feature called building blocks to add some pre-designed features into our text here. So in order to get to building blocks, I click on the Insert tab at the top, and then in the fourth section over, I have a group called Building Blocks. Let's look at each of them in order. We'll start on the left side and look at page parts. If I click on page parts, it shows me what I've used most recently. Then it shows me four different kinds of page parts: headings, pull quotes, sidebars, and stories. Let's look at each of them individually. Let's look at the headings. I'll just pick one and click on it. It will insert a heading into my document. Now I can take this building block, I can rearrange it, I can resize it, I can change the content on it, and I can modify it any other way I wish. So this is a nice way to put a quick heading into a document. I'll click on another one for fun under the heading section. We'll do this one here, and this will be another one I could have inserted into my document. I'll remove that for now. Let's look at the second of the four kinds of page parts. The second type is a pull quote. I'll click on this area here and drag it around, and here is one of the pull quotes that is available in Microsoft Publisher. Again, I'll take that one out, and we'll just try another one so you can see a little bit of the variety in the pull quote section. This one here is another one, and you can drag and drop it. If I had a second page, I could take it, leave it out here, switch to page 2 and pull it in if I wanted, or be on page 2 and pull it in directly. It doesn't really matter. So that's your pull quote. Let's look at another one. Another one we have here is called a sidebar, and I have a group of sidebars available. Before I go to that, I'm going to insert another page. There we go. Insert page. We'll go on page 2. Now we'll add a sidebar. Page parts. Move to sidebars. I'll click on this one here, and here is my sidebar. It allows you to put your own content or picture into the sidebar when you're done. And there's the option here to pull a picture in if I want, as you can see from the picture icon. So that's a sidebar, and I can pull in as many of those as I want to from all the pre-designed options that I have here in my document. So here's another sidebar I could use. Again, they're sizable and they're editable. Another option, I'm going to take that one out for now, give myself some more room. Another option in page parts that we have, the last one is called a story. This would be to start a completely new story in my document. I'll click on this one. And so this would be one that I might want to do if I want a second story. Move it over to the margin. I can again lengthen it, shorten it, do anything I want to. I can change the pictures to ones I like. And so it gives me a customizable way in which I can save some time in building my document. Those are the four page parts that we find. Besides the page parts, there's something else we can do. In our building blocks, we can insert a calendar. So I have an option of this month calendar or next month calendar. And again, we have even more calendars available at the bottom. You can't see that on the screen, but let's use a next month calendar. I'll click on this one, and it inserts a calendar. Again, I can resize it and move it and adjust it, but if I want a calendar in place, I can also edit it, and so that gives me the opportunity to put one of several styles of calendars into my document. I'll go ahead and remove that for space reasons. Let's try another one. We also have borders and accents. Now the borders and accents come in several flavors. We can pick from a bar. I'll click on this one. There's a bar. Again, it's resizable. It keeps its proportions. Another option in borders and accents beyond the bars is what's called an emphasis. I'll click on this one here, and this gives me a frame in which I can put a picture, a text, anything I like. We'll remove that for space again. Another option I have in that is that I can also, in borders and accents, choose the last option, which is a frame. And here is a customizable frame that I can use in my document. Again, I can resize it and I can change it, but it gives me a little bit of a start on how to build a document without starting from scratch. The last option, if you're in a commercial world, is advertisements. Advertisements give you several options like free offer, or we'll use another one here, % off. And I can go ahead and take that one and enlarge it. I can edit the text in there if I want to. I can change the text color, the text size, and make it look any way I want to. So that gives you a little bit of commercial stuff on the advertisements part. But building blocks are a great way to quickly add lots of features to your publisher document without starting it all from scratch and building it all in a more time-consuming manner.